Hey y'all, this is like my third time trying to record this video. Um, I was sick this previous week. I won't go into too many details, but I'm better now. Thank goodness. But I was trying to record this song I just made, and I had to do some technical stuff and uh, upgrade Camtasia, which that's the software I use if you're interested in looking for a screen recorder software. But I wanted to walk you through some of the stuff I did on this song because it explains basic songwriting skills, and I think you'll learn a lot if you watch all the way till the end. And at the end, I will explain all the services I offer, so stick around for that. Here we go. Alright, I think y'all pretty much get the gist of that. Um, I wanted to go over this percussion to start out with because I did some interesting layering. If you look at the top loop, I have it panned to 12 left. And you can hear it's a little panned like that way. And if I were to play this tambourine, it's panned this way. Now, if you play both of these together, it kind of creates this nice stereo image you can tuck in the background. I have it pretty low. I have the tambourine high because it's just high frequencies. But I do have Valhalla on the tambourine. It's at a quarter note. And the feedback is at 50%. And the density is at around 43%. I like Valhalla because it's a lot more in-depth than something like H delay, which I used to use a lot. H delay was annoying because of the noise. I always had to take the noise off the delay plugin. But next, let's go into this string. I have a pad that's playing the same notes as the string. I made the pad first. And I put a gate on it, like a trans gate, and and I've got a side chainer on it, and I've got OTT on it because it's kind of a low pass sort of thing. And what's interesting about the strings is I low pass. You can probably barely hear it in the background, but if I were to take this EQ off, you can hear all the high strings, but that was colliding with the percussion, so I decided to low pass the string. Kind of gives it that nice warmth that everybody's talking about. But this bass line here is interesting because it is different from, somewhat different from this bass line in the chorus. If I were to play this bass line, it's nice and syncopated. So what you want to do when you're making a song, you want to add contrasting elements to different parts. So in the verse, we have these longer notes sustaining. And if you look at my melody structure, I'm following an A-B pattern, and then C for the build, it's just holding out the root note. If you're interested in writing phrases and things like that, A-B is the most typical one, and C for the turnaround, which is a completely different melody but still on the same vibe. Because if you look at most of my melodies, I follow an A-B pattern. This pad is A-B-C. But my chord progressions are a little bit different from standard chord progressions just because I like to spice things up, and people always ask me about my chords. I'm like, I don't know, I just follow the root note. But for the down chorus, I wanted to add some nice floaty piano and pluck melodies. I had the pluck melody in the drop, but I wanted to leave it open for an artist if I were to get vocals on this. So I just layered the pluck melody onto the down chorus. And the easiest thing you can do to change up the second verse is to keep the drums going. I added a low pass automation on the kick drum. I could have probably done that for the percussion, but I wanted that high end lift in the second verse. And then we've got the lead melody in the build to get ready for the chorus, which will have vocals eventually. But to be honest, there isn't really much to the song except for this fill in the build. So I had to make it seem like I wasn't using a splice loop. These are from Splice. So to make that snare not sound so abrupt, I reversed it in time with the DJ scratches. And then I added a down lifter and just reversed it a couple times to make that seamless transition. But guys, if you like my teaching style and you want some one-on-one coaching, I offer a few different Zoom packages. The first one I offer is a subscription. It is a 3-hour a month subscription for $100. We can discuss anything, and you get my phone number with that one, so you get access to me during my business hours, which are 9 to 5. I do evenings on weekends. But if you're not into subscriptions, I do offer a cheaper $45 per session per hour. and that will get you my email address, and it will also get you um, a Zoom call whenever you need it. We can discuss setting up your studio, um, mixing, mastering, beat production, any questions you may have. Uh, so please check out my website. It's in my link tree. It's the little globe icon. But if you want to directly book my Zoom calls, I do have a link on my link tree to make things easier. Um, but yeah, make sure to check out my website. I've got my full bio, things I did in the past, things I did last year and this year, some cool stuff. Um, but make sure you check out my website. It's www.lukeicardmusic.com. Um, that is my social media handle for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. This is just a tutorial channel to help people. But if you want to check out my music and you like the sound, I do have my music on my website as well. So I will see you in the Zoom sessions.